Hello everyone, good evening. How are you all? So all the candidates who are present here, let's see, are you ready for the railways examination and also with the SSC examination? So what kind of questions are framed here? How we have to answer them? We'll be looking at each and every question and all the type of questions here in these sessions. So yes, we are here with these sessions. So let's see what's the first question of the day. The first question is in front of you. The question is, which SI unit is used to measure the intensity of light? So I'm talking about the luminous intensity. And this question can be easily answered if your basics from physics is clear. So the first chapter in the physics is unit and measurements, where we know there are 7 fundamental quantities, right? So out of those 7 fundamental quantities, the question is regarding the luminous intensity. And what do you think? What should be the correct answer? Is it option number A, ampere? So as ampere, as we know, it's the SI unit of electricity. So ampere cannot be the answer. The second option is given candle, and obviously option number B is the correct answer. So let us see who all are present here. So Manoj is here. Good evening, Manoj. How are you? So candela is the correct answer. But what about other options? So if I talk about mole, so that's the unit of the amount of substance. And what about Kelvin? So that is the SI unit of temperature. So these were the 7 fundamental quantities which we were discussing. So it's mass, then we have length, time, luminous intensity if I'll talk about. So that's for that we have the unit that is candela, then amount of substance. So these were the fundamental quantities. And yes, there are 2 supplementary quantities. One is plane angle, another one is solid angle, and the units for them are radian and steradian. Next, what is the next question? The next question is, one more thing. Here we have detailed explanations. So candela is the SI unit of luminous intensity, ampere is for electric current, mole for the amount of substance, Kelvin is for the temperature. I'll be sharing this PDF after the class. You can revise it from there. Next is, which type of electromagnetic radiation has the shortest wavelength in the electromagnetic spectrum? Is it radio wave? Is it ultraviolet rays? Is it gamma rays? Or is it microwaves? So guys, if you are aware of the sequence order GXUVIMR, you can easily tell the answer. What is it? Gamma ray, X-ray, ultraviolet, and so on. So G, that stands for the gamma rays, that has the shortest wavelength, and GXUVIMR, if I talk about the radio waves, they have the largest or the longest wavelength. So here the correct answer will be, and acha, are Manoj, thanks a lot, brother. Thanks a lot for this. Okay, so here the correct answer will be what? It is asking for the least, right? Shortest. So the answer will be gamma rays. And Manoj, once again, thank you for the same. Next. So gamma rays have the shortest wavelength. Here it's less than 0.01 nanometers, and it has the highest frequency as well as the energy. As we know, if I talk about the wavelength and the energy, they are reciprocal to each other. They are inversely proportional to each other, right? And radio waves have the longest wavelength in the spectrum, and the sequence order is gamma ray, then X-ray, ultraviolet, then visible, infrared, microwave, and finally the radio waves, right? So yes, the correct answer was gamma rays there. Next is, what is the phenomena that's responsible for the bending of the light when it travels from one medium to another? Is it reflection, refraction, diffraction, or dispersion? What do you think is the correct answer? So now in this case, guys, see, if the light ray, if specifically if I'll talk about, so that's the incident ray. So if incident ray strikes on the mirror and if it reflects back in the same medium, that's what reflection is. But here the question is saying that the ray of light is moving from one medium to another medium and it's getting bent. So that's the concept of refraction. So what will be the answer? In this case, refraction will be the answer. It will not be reflection, because in reflection, the medium remains same, right? So what is the answer? Here, the correct answer is going to be your option number B. Next. Okay. So refraction was the correct answer. Next, what's the next question? Next is, sound waves are mechanical waves. Through which of the following media cannot sound travel? So as we know, sound is mechanical wave. Do you know what is the meaning of mechanical wave? Mechanical waves are the ones which need medium for the propagation. So medium can be like solid, it can be liquid, it can be gas. So the propagation of sound is fastest in the solid, then lesser in the liquid, and least in the gaseous state. But it cannot travel through vacuum because it's a mechanical wave. So obviously option number D, that is vacuum, will be the correct answer here. Sound cannot travel through vacuum. And also please remember, the direction in which wave is propagating sound propagates parallel to it. And that's why, for the same reason, we can say that sound is a longitudinal wave. What about transverse? So in the case of transverse wave, the wave which travels in a straight line, the particles will move perpendicular to it. So that's the example of a transverse wave. But yes, sound waves are longitudinal mechanical waves which require a material medium for the propagation. It cannot travel through vacuum, and the order is given solid, liquid, and then gas, right? And one more thing, the speed of sound in air is 332 meter per second. That's what it is mentioned here. Speed of sound in dry air is 331 meter per second at 0 degree centigrade. Next, what is the next question? The next question is here. Optical fibers used in high-speed telecommunication operates on which optical principle? Is it TIR, which stands for total internal reflection? Is it interference? Is it diffraction? Or guys, is it polarization? So what is TIR? So when a ray of light travels from one medium to another, it either bends towards the normal or it moves away from the normal. It depends. If the ray of light is traveling from the denser to the rare medium, it will move away from the normal. But if a ray of light is traveling from the rare to the denser medium, it will bend towards the normal, right? But, if the angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, point number one. And second, if the ray of light is traveling from the denser to the rare medium, we can say that in this case, TIR is going to occur. Fine. So what will be the answer? TIR, that is total internal reflection, is going to be your correct answer. Okay. So here the correct answer was option number A. So see, if I'll talk about the applications of the TIR, so it can be optical fiber cable, it can be mirage. Yes, it can be the example we can also talk about the shining of the diamond, or rather in the examination you find the brilliance of the diamond. That's all related with the TIR, which stands for total internal reflection. Is it okay, guys? If you have any doubts or queries, do not hesitate. Please keep on asking. Fine. So I'm proceeding further. Let's see what's the next question. The next question is here. Which famous scientific law states that the electric current through a conductor is directly proportional to the voltage across it? So is it Coulomb's law, Ohm's law, Faraday's law, or is it Joule's law? So let me check who is going to give the correct answer over here. And Manoj, absolutely correct. Sir, MCQ set 2 and 5 are missing on a YouTube channel, so do not worry. Manoj, I'll regularly bring these sessions. As you know that I was on the leave, so that's why these sessions were missing. But from tomorrow, the timing will change. We'll regularly have these sessions at 12 p.m. So I guess you are available at 12 p.m. So all the candidates, there's a special announcement for you people. From tomorrow, these sessions will be there at 12 p.m. And one more thing, after every session, I'll be uploading these PDFs, and after every question, you have detailed explanation along with the images. So you can download these questions. These will be helpful in your examination. So here, so as we know, voltage is directly proportional to the current, and here when we remove the proportionality sign, we need to add the constant. That constant is R, and that is what resistance is, right? So here V equals to IR, that was given by Ohm's law. So Ohm's law is the correct answer. And these explanations, which again I'll repeat the same thing, I'll upload this PDF. Please download it and keep it safe for the main examination. Okay, so V equals to IR as already discussed. So it's valid provided physical conditions like temperature remains constant. If I talk about Coulomb's law, so it governs the electrostatic force between the charges. And what is it? Here we have the formula, that is F is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R square, where Q1 and Q2 are the charges and R is what? That is the distance between two charges, right? Perfect. So Faraday's law, that governs the electromagnetic induction. Next, so here 6 questions are done. Here we have the 7th question, and the question is here. Which type of lens is prescribed by the eye specialist to correct myopia, which is also known as nearsightedness? And guys, do not worry, I have lots of tricks. So if you know me, so I have 10 years of teaching experience, and I have been almost on all the edtech platforms. So here, with all that experience, with my examination clearance, with students examination clearance, I have lots of examples, lots of animations, lots of tricks. So one of the trick which I'm going to give you here, it will be very important for the examination. So first of all, tell me what is the answer. Manoj, can I expect the answer from you? I guess you can easily give this answer. So see, whatsoever is written Just keep this clarity, just opposite is going to happen. Here it is mentioned that it is nearsightedness, but you know where the issue is? The issue will be in seeing far away objects. That means you are unable to clear the distance objects, but you are able to see clearly the nearby objects. Fine. So since you are unable to see the far away objects, I am going to give you a trick. Just count the number of letters for convex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many letters? Just 6. What about concave? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 is smaller than 7, right? 6 is smaller, 7 is larger. So the larger one is used for seeing the large far away objects, and the smaller one is used for seeing the nearby objects. So larger the distance is, larger the number of letters are. So concave lens with the more number of letters are used for seeing far away objects or the distant objects, and convex has just 6 letters, that is a small number of letters, so the distance is also smaller. Here in this case we are unable to see the far away objects, and that's why we'll go with concave. That was the trick, and this is the easiest trick. Okay, so myopia, that is nearsightedness. Nearby objects are clear, but distant objects they appear blurry. That was the trick. So image formed is in front of the retina. It is corrected using a diverging lens, that is the concave lens. Fine. And if I talk about hypermetropia, that is farsightedness. In the farsightedness, nearby objects are not clearly visible. And if nearby objects are not clearly visible, we'll go with convex lens. That's it. Acha, there's some disturbance with the video. Let me check. Okay. So here, proceeding further with the next question. Next. Now we have which fundamental force keeps the planets, including Earth, in the stable orbits around the Sun? So what should be the correct answer here? Is it electromagnetic force? Is it a strong nuclear force? Gravitational force? Or is it weak nuclear force? What do you think? What should be the correct answer here? So in this case, if I'll talk about any of the force which is applied on two objects which have different masses. So two objects, if they have their own masses and they're kept at distance d, guys, there's a force that is developed, and this force is known as gravitational force, where we have a formula G is equal to, sorry, F is equal to G m1 m2 upon r square. So here that's the gravitational force, and please remember this is the weakest force in nature. What is it? This is the weakest force in nature, and here weakest force among the all fundamental forces. Also the formula is given by Sir Isaac Newton, where F is equal to G m1 m2 upon r square, where m1 m2 are the masses, r is the distance between the two masses, and also G is the gravitational constant, where its value is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 kg meter square per kilogram square. Right? Perfect. Next. So here the next question is, what is the chemical formula for rust which is formed on the iron surface? So is it Fe3O4? Is it Fe2O3.XS2O? Is it FeCO3, or is it FeS2? What do you think is the correct answer here? So if someone asks you about the rusting, so guys, for the rusting we have the formula that is Fe2O3.XH2O. What is the answer? Fe2O3.XH2O. That is option number B is the correct answer. That's the formula for the rust. And here we have the detailed explanation. So rust is the hydrated ferric oxide, where we have the formula Fe2O3.XH2O. Rusting requires both oxygen and moisture, that is water. One more thing, guys, this process is known as corrosion. That is, the rusting of iron is corrosion. So apart from iron, there are questions which are asked from the silver as well. So silver actually gets black in color. So why silver gets black in color? That's because of the reaction with the H2S, because of which silver sulfide is formed. It gets black in color. What about copper? So copper turns green in color, right? So in order to prevent the rusting in iron, we can go with galvanization. What is galvanization? That is the coating of the zinc is there. This question was asked in RRB ELP 2018, the examination which I correct actually. So it was in RRBJ 2018, RRB ELP 2018. It was in RRBJ 2019 as well. It was asked in RRB Group D as well. So this question has been repeatedly asked in the railways examination. You must remember this. Okay. So this is again done. So rusting can be prevented by galvanization, by painting, by oiling, by greasing and all. Okay, next. Which gas is universally produced when the acid reacts with an active metal? One of the most important question. So let us see what will be the correct answer. Let me check the comment sections well. Okay, so Shubham is saying rust formation iron oxide. That's correct. So Shubham and Manoj, both of you are correct. Next. So which gas is universally produced when an acid reacts with an active metal? So for this case, just try to get the reaction. I'll give you the example. Let's say HCl is reacting with zinc. So what it will form? It will form zinc chloride and H2 gas, that is hydrogen gas will be evolved. So in this case, Shubham and Manoj, you both of you are correct. And guys, this is the most repetitive question which you must remember. So hydrogen gas is evolved in this case, and here the correct answer is hydrogen gas only. Okay. What about explanation? So here see, here the example is same example is given. So when zinc is reacting with the HCl, it is forming zinc chloride plus H2, right? So hydrogen gas burns with the characteristic pop sound near the flame, right? And one more thing, hydrogen gas is much lighter in comparison to air. So for the same reason, when the balloons are filled with the hydrogen helium, they normally move upwards. So that's the concept. So that's done. And one more thing, carbon dioxide turns lime water milky. Next, what is the pH value of the pure distilled water at standard temperature, that is 25 degrees centigrade? You have four options. Acha guys, since we are talking about the pH scale, do you know what is the value of pH scale? So here, for the value of pH scale, you must remember that pH scale was discovered by Soren Sorensen. Who discovered it? pH scale was discovered by Soren Sorensen, where its value is lies from 0 to 14. If the value is 7, it's neutral. If it is less than 7, it's acidic in nature, and if it is more than 7, that's basic in nature. So here, the pH value of pure water, that's 7.0 at a standard temperature, that is 25 degrees centigrade. 7 is the correct answer, that is neutral in nature, right? So that I've already discussed. What about other pH values, the important pH values? Guys, this blue color is indicating the basic nature, red color is indicating the acidic nature. One more thing, if I'll talk about the blood or the human body, both will have the same basic pH value, that is 7.4. What about our saliva? The saliva's pH value is 6.7. Fine. Saliva's pH value is 6.7, that is, it is slightly acidic in nature. What about HCl that is present in our stomach? So the HCl which is present in our stomach, its pH value lies from 1.2 to 1.8. That's also important. Okay, cool. Next, which heavy industrial chemical compound is widely known as the king of chemicals? So you have four options. Shubham and Manoj, is it HCl, HNO3, H2SO4, or CS3COH? So guys, this is sulfuric acid because it is used in the formation of most of the acids and most of the compounds. So here the answer will be sulfuric acid. It is also used in our batteries. One more thing, guys, HCl and HNO3's combination is used somewhere. Where? So the combination of HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, and the HNO3, that is nitric acid, three parts of HCl and the one part of HNO3, they form aqua regia, which reacts with the gold, and gold doesn't react with any of the acid, but it reacts with aqua regia. So aqua regia is also known as king's water. Fine. Okay, so here the correct answer was sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid is called king of all the chemicals due to its vast industrial usage. A nation's industrial development is often measured by its sulfuric acid consumption, and it is manufactured by the process that is known as contact process. Fine. Okay, so that's also used in the lead acid storage batteries. We have already discussed this. So H2SO4 is known as king of all the chemicals. Next, what physical process converts a solid directly into a gas without passing through the liquid phase? So is it evaporation, condensation, sublimation, or deposition? So in the case of evaporation, liquid converts into the gaseous part, right? If I'll talk about the condensation, so it's the liquid portion that gets converted into the gas, right? So here what happens? In this case, gas converts into the liquid, so that's condensation. But if a solid is directly converting into the gas, that's the example of sublimation, and naphthalene balls are the perfect example of sublimation, right? So here, all the candidates who are going with sublimation, you all are correct. Fine. Next, what's the next question? So here, Manoj, and we have official Harry also. So official Harry, you are absolutely correct. So the correct answer was sublimation. All the explanations are given here. So the common sublimating substances are camphor, ammonium chloride, dry ice, naphthalene balls and iodine. Acha guys, one more thing. The formula for the dry ice has been already asked in the examination many times. So we have chances to have this question again in the examination. Okay, so the formula for the dry ice is a CO2. Next, which transition metal remains in a liquid state at room temperature, that is 25 degrees centigrade? Sodium, mercury, gallium or bromine? Answer. So here, see, this answer will vary. This answer will vary if if this part changes. That is, if someone is asking about the liquid metal which is there at the room temperature, the answer is mercury, no doubt. But if someone asks you about the non-metal which is in the liquid state at room temperature, at that time the answer is going to be bromine, right? So guys, you must remember whether the question is asking about the metal or it is asking about the non-metal. So for the metal, the answer will be mercury always. Achha, one more thing. If mercury is ingested, what issue will be there? So if mercury is ingested, the issue that is going to occur, that is minimata. What is it? That is minimata. You must remember this. Okay. So mercury is the only metal that is liquid at the room temperature. First point. Second, bromine is the only non-metal that is liquid at the room temperature. Mercury is also used in the clinical thermometers because it can easily expand and contract. Also, gallium and cesium melt just slightly above the room temperature, that is approx 30 degrees centigrade. Next, which allotrope of carbon is a non-metal but is an excellent conductor of electricity? What do you think should be the correct answer? So, Mr. Manoj, Shubham, and official Harry. Here, the important point is all the non-metals are bad conductor of electricity. Mark my words. What I'm saying? Non-metals are bad conductor of electricity. So, non-metals are bad conductor of electricity. So that means we are talking about exception here, right? Yes, that's an exception. And you must remember, graphite is an exception. Yes, it is a non-metal, but still it conducts electricity. And the most common way to find this graphite is your pencil. In the pencil, you might have seen that lead, right? So that's not lead. We used to say that lead. Why which you used to write. That is graphite. That is a good conductor of electricity. And here, graphite is the correct answer. So graphite conducts electricity because each carbon atom has one free valence electron. Diamond is an insulator. Graphite is used as an electrode in the batteries and as a dry lubricant. One more thing, graphite is also used in the nuclear reactors. Fine. Next, the stratospheric ozone layer shields Earth's biosphere from which harmful solar radiation? Is it infrared rays? Is it X-rays? Is it UV rays? Or is it gamma rays? You have four options. Let us see what will be the correct answer here. So official Harry, Shubham and Manoj, you all are correct guys. Perfect. So tell me, UV rays which comes from the sun, it's protected by what? So that's protected by the ozone. Where is this ozone present? So this ozone is actually present in the stratospheric layer. So that's what is asked here. So this is the way how questions can be framed in the CGL examination. So here, the stratospheric ozone layer shields the Earth's biosphere from which harmful solar radiation? So obviously guys, you are correct. All of you are correct. So official Harry, Shobham, Manoj, salute to you guys. Here, this is the ozone layer that is blocking the UV rays. So see, ozone layer is situated in the stratosphere, that is 15 to 35 kilometers above the Earth. So do we need to remember this kilometer range? Yes, you need to remember this because it has been asked in the examination. Then it blocks harmful UV B rays which causes the skin cancer and cataracts. Ozone thickness is measured in Dobson and also it is depleted by the CFCs, that is chlorofluorocarbons, but we don't use these chlorofluorocarbons anymore because now we are using the gases, that is R32 and all. Okay, next. The next is which cell organelle is usually known as the powerhouse of the cell? One of the easiest question of the day. Let's see what will be the correct answer. So Harry, Shubham, Manoj and all the other candidates who are present in the class, let's see how many of you can give the answer. So is it ribosome? See, ribosomes are known as protein factories, right? If I'll talk about mitochondria, that is the powerhouse of the cell. Lysosomes are the suicidal packets, and Golgi apparatus are used in the cellular transportation. And also, protein modification takes place here. So These are the one-liners that you need to remember. So ribosome is the one which is known as protein factory because protein synthesis takes place here. Mitochondria is known as powerhouse of the cell because energy is produced and it's in the form of ATP. What is the full form of ATP? The full form of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Fine, that's right. Okay, so see, mitochondria synthesize the energy in the form of ATP. The full form is adenosine triphosphate. Via cellular respiration, it contains its own circular DNA and 70s ribosomes, semi-autonomous organelle. Lysosomes are known as the societal packets and ribosomes are the protein factory of the cell. So these are the detailed explanations of all the four options. Next we have which endocrine gland or organ in the human body secretes the hormone insulation to regulate blood sugar? Is it liver? Is it pancreas? Is it thyroid? Or is it adrenal? So you have four options. What should be the correct answer? So, acha, Chaitanya Nagpal is also here. Okay. So Chaitanya, Shubham, Manoj, Official Harry. So you all are going with option number B, pancreas. You are absolutely correct. But what about other options? First of all, liver. So from the liver, you must remember which is the largest gland of the body. The largest gland of the body is liver. That's the point number one. Please remember this. Which is the largest endocrine gland? That is thyroid. Point number two. Which is the smallest gland? That is pineal gland. This is the point number three. Okay. Pancreas is known as the compound gland or the mixed gland because it secretes enzymes also like pancreatic amylase. It also secretes hormones like insulin. So insulin is a hormone that helps in maintaining the glucose level. So in the pancreas, we have isolate of Langerhans from which alpha, beta and delta cells are released. From alpha cell glucagon, from beta cell insulin and from delta cell somatostatin. Okay, that's it. Thyroid we have discussed. Here thyroxine hormone is generated. This is the largest endocrine gland. What about adrenal? So this is the gland which is present above the kidney, and here epinephrine and norepinephrine, that is adrenaline and noradrenaline hormones are generated, which are also known as emergency hormones. Okay, so here the answer was pancreas. Detailed explanation is already done. So insulin is secreted by the beta cells of the isolate of Langerhans in the pancreas. Insulin lowers the blood glucose level by converting the glucose into glycogen. Deficiency or resistance to the insulin leads to diabetes mellitus, and pancreas works as a mixed gland because it generates both enzyme also and hormone as well. Perfect. Next, what is the next question? Next is which iron rich protein pigment in the red blood cell gives blood its red color and also helps in the transportation of the oxygen? Is it myoglobin? Is it hemoglobin? Is it chlorophyll? Or is it hemoglobin? So you have four options. Let me check who is going to give the correct answer. Shubham, Manoj, Harry and Chaitanya. And that's very important, guys. Perfect. So official Harry is the first one to answer this. Then we have Shubham. Salute to you guys. And then Manoj. You all are correct. So yes, guys, the answer is hemoglobin. One more thing. From this heme term, you can link it with the hematite ore as well. So it contains iron. If the deficiency of the iron is there in the blood, it will lead to anemia. What is the normal quantity of the hemoglobin? The normal quantity of the hemoglobin in our blood is 12%. If we'll talk about the males, so it's approx 14 to 16%, and for the females, it's approx 12 to 14%. Now, guys, our blood is red in color, right? What about the color of cockroach? So the blood's color of cockroach is white in color. Why? Because it lacks hemoglobin. So please remember, the blood of cockroach is white because it lacks hemoglobin. Our blood is red because we have hemoglobin in our blood. What about octopus? So octopus has blue color blood because it has copper in it, right? So Manoj, wanna say something? Uh, Acha, official Harry is asking why we have. Acha, never thought of it. Is it so? I okay. So I'll just keep that in mind. Never thought so. Okay. Next. So hemoglobin is a conjugated protein containing iron. Then we have it binds the oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin. So we have discussed everything. There's nothing new. Acha, one more thing. Guys, one more thing. Please remember that if I talk about blood, so our hemoglobin has the good affinity towards oxygen. Do you know what is affinity? That's the love and affection. So hemoglobin has affinity towards oxygen, but it has maximum affinity towards carbon monoxide. So here we have an example. So guys, in the winter season, this is very common. Let's say you have turned on your room heater and you have locked your rooms, right? So it might happen that we slept at 10 p.m. for example, and we never woke up. Why? Because the carbon monoxide that was there in the room, when it entered in our body, hemoglobin attached with the carbon monoxide and the oxygen supply was cut. So carbon monoxide acts as a silent killer. You must remember this, right? So this is also important. Are Shubham, I'll just keep that in mind. I never thought of, let me check if it is correct in the next option also. We'll just check. What is it? It is question number 19, right? Let me check in 20. You were right, Shubham. So I didn't uh okay. So in the next class I'll just keep that in mind for sure. Okay, so the question is which plant vascular tissue is responsible for unidirectional transport of water and dissolved minerals from the roots? So there is a trick in Hindi. So if I'll write xylem, jal, so jal is actually synonym of water, right, in Hindi. So from jal, you can link it with xylem. So xylem is linked with water and phloem that's linked with the food. So here the correct answer is xylem only, right? So xylem transports water and minerals vertically upwards, that is unidirectional. Xylem tissue consists of the dead cells at maturity, that is the tracheids and the vessels. Phloem transports the food and sugar which is prepared in the leaves to all the plant parts, which is bidirectional. So mnemonic can be xylem, that is jal, as discussed, that is water, that's in Hindi, and phloem, for phloem, for foo. So for foo, that is phloem is linked with food. Fine. Next. So what is the next question? So this is an okay. Next, deficiency of vitamin D in children leads to weakening and bending of bones, causing which disease? So, see, scurvy is caused when there's lack of vitamin C. Mark my terms; they all are important. Scurvy is caused when there's lack of vitamin C, right? Beriberi is caused when there's lack of vitamin B. Pellagra, so that's caused because of lack of vitamin B again, but there is series. So if I talk about vitamin B12, so that's linked with the deficiency of vitamin B12 leads to pernicious anemia. In this case, the answer is going to be rickets. But now I just want to check how many of you are aware of these things. Guys, rickets is the correct answer, no doubt. Is there any other option? It's not mentioned. I just want to know from you people. Lack of vitamin D can also lead to what? Who can answer this? So Mr. Harry, Manoj, Shubham and all the other candidates, please remember, there's also an issue that is known as osteoporosis. Now osteoporosis is what? That is the softening of the bones. So osteoporosis is the softening of the bones which is also caused due to lack of vitamin D, right? So yes, and from where you'll get it? So it is obtained from the sunlight, and for the same reason it is also known as sunshine vitamin, and the chemical name of it is calciferol. Okay, so vitamin D's chemical name is calciferol. Its deficiency leads to rickets and also osteomalacia in the adults, that is the softening of the bones. And vitamin D helps the body absorb calcium and phosphorus. Scurvy is caused by lack of vitamin C, and beriberi, that is actually caused because of deficiency of vitamin B1. So it may be wet, it may be dry. Next. What is the structural and functional unit of human nervous system? So nephron is linked with the kidneys. So nephron are linked with the excretory system, right? Alveoli is here gaseous exchange takes place. That's the part of the lungs. So in examination, this is repeatedly asked, which is that part of the lungs where gaseous exchange takes place. So gaseous exchange actually takes place in alveoli, and here the structural and functional unit of the human nervous system is neuron. No doubt about it. So neuron is the basic unit of the nervous system which is responsible for the electrical impulse transmission. Neurons are the longest cells, which is the smallest cell. The smallest cell is mycoplasma, which is the largest cell. The largest cell is ostrich egg. What about human body? So in the human body, the smallest cell is sperm cell. In the human body, the largest cell is ovum, which is also known as the egg cell. Fine. Okay. So nephron is the functional unit of kidney. Next. Which of the following blood group is known as universal donor because it can be donated to any individual? You have four options. I won't declare the answer here. I want this answer from you people because here doubt might be there. So Mr. Harry, Shubham and Manoj, what do you think is the correct answer here? Answer please. That's great. Guys, all of you are correct. Here the answer will be O negative. Why not O positive? Because guys, in the case of O positive, it can only donate the blood to A positive, B positive, AB positive and O positive. But in the case of O negative can not only donate the blood to positive ones, but also it can donate the blood to the negative ones as well. O negative can donate the blood to A positive, B positive, AB positive and O positive, and also A negative, B negative, AB negative and O negative. Fine. So since O negative can donate the blood to each and every blood group, that's why O negative is universal donor. O positive can only and only donate the blood to the positive ones, and which is universal acceptor. So the universal acceptor is AB positive. Here's the explanation. O negative is the true universal donor because its RBC lacks A, B and Rh antigens. AB positive is a universal acceptor recipient. Blood group system was discovered by Karl Landsteiner and Rh factor was discovered by rhesus monkeys, and from this Rh term, this Rh factor has actually come. So let me check. Manoj has said some question. So MCQ set 1, 3 and 4 for PDF files we are not uploaded. Okay. So I'll upload them today itself. Manoj, I'll just check if they are present in the system. I'll surely upload. If they are lacking, I'll just check if I can just create it. But I'll just make sure that just after every session from today itself, I'll upload each and every PDF. And today's PDF I'm going to upload in next 5 or 10 minutes. Fine. So now we have the homework question, and this is the homework question for you all. Through which chemical process do autotrophic green plants convert light energy into chemical food energy? So you have four options, and it's a humble request from you people to please answer this in the comment section. And it's a promise that after every class I'll upload this PDF on the Oliveboard platform, and also I'll be able to connect with you people, as I know Manoj is there, I know Shubham, official Harry is there. So if you will be regular, I can actually bring animations also. I can bring concepts according to you people, but I need that regularity. So from tomorrow, we'll be taking these classes at 12 p.m. So be available at 12. And guys, one more thing. Are you people available at 12 or should we continue at 5? That's what, this is also important. So if you people are available at 12, it would be great. So from tomorrow, I'll be having these sessions at 12. Fine. Okay. So thank you guys. I'll just require these answers in the comment section. Also, please let me know, are you liking these classes? And acha, you are available, na? Fine, that's great. Okay then, Harry, Shubham, everyone. Thank you guys. Thank you. So 12 done then. So tomorrow we'll meet sharp at 12. Fine. So bye bye guys. Take care. Jai Hind. One more thing, you guys, if you are new here at this platform, and if you wanna join any of the batches, what you can do, you can just go to the Oliveboard platform. You can just go with this RR SSC plus Railways Paper Elite batch, which has both Hindi and medium English medium courses. You can just click on the enroll now option, and here you will get the code that is CHAMP. So using this code CHAMP, you will get 45% off plus double validity. So that's all from my end. We'll meet in the next lesson. Bye bye guys. Take care. Jai Hind. We'll meet tomorrow at 12. Fine. Take care.